I think he's dealing with it in a different way, most likely. He's probably... Yeah, Len. Not notice the demons start away from you like a flock of bats. Power granted by Omade to defeat the demons. Since I was a kid, I had taken up whatever I'd been given and used the best I can. Anything that goes when you're trying to survive. It doesn't matter where your blessings come from. We can think about that when we're old, if we live that long. But you know that this time, I'm not so sure. A divine power that just appears out of nowhere. Sooner or later, we'll have to pay for it. I'd like to know when that price will be. Very, very wise. Hello, my friend. Ah, boy, there you are. Very good. Just in time. You will be going to know that I will need you for an experiment. Yes, okay. So the grey garrison stands on the roof, stands roofless, and the demons are running for the hills with their tails between their legs. Medivh's queen. What's her name? It's on the top of my... yes, Gallifrey. It's scrying to foe and all somehow connected to you, my loyal follower. Thus, there is no sufficient evidence, especially if the discounts are blind divine, which I do. Okay. Why the we people of science refuse to believe that inexplicable without any proof. We are the ones who explain the unexplainable, and therefore open your mouth and say "ah" for me. Okay. Ah. Ah. All right. Your throat's fine. Tongue looks perfectly normal. Your breath. The smell is in line with a regular functioning of defective system. Now your teeth. No. Okay. By the way, did you... I don't have any teeth, do I? Oh no, I'm a model, but probably my character does. Not everybody's got gumless. And by the way, did you know that many individuals were being wholly civilized and their races have amazingly powerful bite? Are you really trying to find a connection between fang length and civility? Oh, sorry. If someone gets on the nerves, I can bite hard enough too. For good for science, I look for connections everywhere in everything. How are you to prove no connection if you don't bother to look for them? If someone gets on my nerves, I bite hard enough. Can you? We definitely have to test that somehow, but not today. Now that we are conducting an experiment, a different kind. Moving on. Alright, what to do next? Ears. Let's have a check for your ears. Testing. Testing! Testing! Your hearing is fine. Was fine. Yeah, because she's deafened them. But I don't worry. It's proven that it will return normal soon. What? Next. Circle shoe. Eyes are clear. Posture is satisfactory. Your ling length is standard. No lace. Boy, you are the picture of health. It's a pity that I was expecting to find some anomaly. Well, now let's access your mental state. Oh dear. Imagine, hypothetically, a situation: you are a tree. The two squirrels have found their way into your hollow and now completing there. What do you do? What nonsense. Let them copulate. Why should I care? I'll stick my branch into the hollow, drag them both out by the neck. Because practically nothing, because I'm a tree. An unconscious art of withdrawal along with a lack of trust in your own abilities, or perhaps just a healthy dose of pragmatism. Well, what am I meant to do? I'm a tree! I can't... On the top of the next question, another hypothetical question. You are a tomato. You have just been picked from a vegetable patch and you put into a crate. You know, today you cook and use you half tomatoes in your crate and make stew. What do you do? If I'm going to be eaten, then there's not much I can do. That's just the fate of a tomato. Try and dig deeper into the crate. There's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato, remember? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. An unconscious act of submitting to the unknown rules. Yes, it's all quite clear to me. Unsoliciting errors, the law, and compete indifference, everything else. Your manner of judgment reminds me of an acorn. Eon. Perhaps you are somehow related to that race. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for your participation. And yet, you remain a puzzle to me. I love puzzles. One of these days, I'm going to solve you completely. Unless I forget. Wow. I thought she was like asking me out on a date. That was her way of doing it. You fascinate me. I need to sort out that miracle in your pants. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Oh, hello, Amber. It is a pleasure. How are you handling your new abilities? Abilities? What are you talking about? Oh, the tricks you learned from the big grey house that blew up? They're funny. Thanks for teaching me them. Oh, the Queen gave me the title of Knight Commander and put me in charge of the army. What do you think about that? I don't believe titles. All of us in the world are children of the street. Barefoot, hungry, scared, and step away from death. Some imagine them strong and rich like gods, but don't forget who you really are behind the title. I love this girl. She's so down to earth.
Let us be careful.
Commander, allow me to say something. Before this war wasn't a war, it was agony drawn out over the decades. No one believed in victory anymore when the demons attacked the city. For some it was a relief. At the least, an end has come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. I felt the same thing, but somehow I got through this submissiveness and the verge of hope that nobody found Ava's body. She might be some miracle who survived, and that miracle was you. You returned my beloved to me when I was nearly lost and all seeing her alive again. Then you went on a suicide mission to Great Garrison and won the city back for us. You turned a defeat into a victory, and I know it wasn't easy, and you make everything seem effortless. You do everything just like that. The Queen believes in your powers too, but for me, they're just proof of what they felt the day when I saw her alive, standing next to you. You're a miracle we've been waiting for. You're the one who finally put an end to this terrible war, and despite of everything, deliver us to the victory. Aww. I found a stable family in the garrison. Oh, okay. This scabbed held from stolen my family sword. The father once fought with it and took it when they left home to become a paladin. Alas, it was not stolen. I parted with my heirloom willingly to help someone dear to me. Aleva needed exclusive healing, and having no other way to produce money, I pawned my father's sword. I think he would have understood. I'm sure he would have given everything to help the family. I hope to redeem Sarah eventually, but there was not enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawn shop after. I had no idea who took it, and it seemed like a part of I can see that you truly love her. It's a foolish part with your weapon in the middle of. I can see why you loved her. My parents were loyal servants, yet wasn't enough to earn them the title or coat of arms. Still, however humble of the name might be, it's worth something. I don't know if I ever see Solomon Hour again, but at least I have... Thank you. We need reinforcements. Can you get us more soldiers? When we began the march on drones over numbers, if more volunteers are recruited, they simply won't arrive in time. We pay majors to deliver the troops to... I doubt the army's confidence. You have your orders. If two of your armies have started next to each other on the global map, you can transfer units between them and clicking between the army's name, exchanging troops, movements, value, clicking I, bring names up. So it's like teleportation. It's hard to believe you. Thank you, Commander. It is an honor to hear that, especially from you. A noble family begins somewhere. You must have heard the recent story of stolen lands in the river. Yeah? Just imagine coming from nowhere and making it all the way to Royal Crown just a few years. Sometimes I wonder what would happen if I managed to diminish myself somehow. Or distinguish myself somehow. But then I push away from such unworthy, selfish thoughts, of course. We don't fight for rewards. The fate of the world is at stake, and yet... I understand.
Tread lightly.
Persuasion 22. I can persuade anybody. I'm just like, hey, let's go. And it's like, yeah. Okay, so we now have everything, I believe. So let's go and figure out how this works, this whole crusade thing. So we've been there. Oh, we haven't been there. Oh, I went inside him. Sorry. Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you. I see. I have too joined the crusade. I don't know how to swing a sword, but war is costly, and I have money. Besides, my intelligence and my business, some sense, prove useful on the even on the battlefield. Besides, I believe I owe you an apology. The way I behaved was rude, ill-mannered. You are honest and honourable person. You have clawed your way up the bottom of society and the title of Knight Commander, and you are friends with Queen Gallifrey herself, and such precedence deserves respect. Please allow me to give you a magic amulet from my humble personal treasury to make a future compensation. You live under... What is it like to live under somebody else's name? When I was a boy, I used to hate haggis. The conversation... Wait. The condition most of all, the pity on his face, his smile when he called to join me in his games, the difference in birthright wasn't fair. I think we've read this. Yeah, okay, so we've already read this, but now I can do reveal the truth as a reject my name and would my friend... Yeah, he's already explained this. And you're afraid to... I'll reveal you... No, I won't reveal... I won't give him the doubt. Why have you decided to support the Crusades now? Why did you hide your fate from your daughter? I didn't tell you this at the mansion. It's because her mother, Iris, was a lovely half-elf who looked after the garden. I always wanted to join Gardner name and another noble family. The Gordon legacy must be mixed with common blood and vanish into Odyssey. Iris didn't mind, and we managed to hide our relationship. When Kelmala was born, I did not claim her as my own. To all of Medev, Kelmala is the daughter of a lowly servant who died over a decade. And before you start telling me how terrible a father I am, I'm something. Yeah, we saw this. How did she die? I'm not going to tell you that. Some things are private. Aren't you afraid of it? Why didn't you tell me about the convent? He's a brilliant man with a brilliant privilege, and that story of his, the nobility that keeps society together, I suppose that's why the demons choose the estate primary targets. Who would notice the demons' blood and slaughtered poor country folk? The estate. Oh yeah, we've read this, I think. Yep, okay. We've read most of that. Okay, so who else do we have to talk to? Okay. Oh no, he's here somewhere. Or is this just the... Oh, the establishment.
Follow my steps. Let's head out.
Alright, I think now we can head out.